Alright. So, here playing Melee, and, just got up. It's literally like 7:34 in the morning. Feeling pretty sick. My nose was stuffed up since, like, Tuesday or Wednesday, I think. Yeah, it was Wednesday. And, I like going to school. Actually, my first 2 weeks coming back has been amazing. Met some new people. Got like 5 friends, and just like just really chill people. And also it's not even that hard. Like most of I have like 6 classes, and I get out like at 3 in the morning. I mean 3 in the afternoon. My bad, not in the morning. And yeah, and me making a decision not to come to school today is kind of like, I don't know, it's kind of hurt me. Yeah, right now just practicing. Doing stuff. See the whirlpool I was talking about. And another recording. And yeah. Yeah, man. I really don't know what to talk about, so I had a lot of shitty, man, I slept really, 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 really fucking bad. Like, oh my gosh, I think I had like a bad dream or something like that. Like, I don't know, I woke up like 3 or 2 times. Once it was like, I think I would just make up a number like at 12 to get some water. And then, at 2 to get some more water. Then my sickness is getting a little bit worser. Now it went from like one hole of my nose be I mean now 2 holes of my nose are like stopped up, which is kind of like annoying and all that. But then I woke up later at 5, and then I just stayed up till then, made me some coffee, and I still have my sense of smell. I smell that. I don't have a dry throat or anything, thank God. But I do have, like, at the top of my mouth, it does feel a little bit like it tickles when I like move it with my tongue. So I guess that's nothing. That's not a big deal. I don't think. Yeah, the bad dream. I don't even know what it is, because I have this problem of like when I wake up and when I like make dream. When I say like when I have a bad dream and I wake up and I try to think about a dream, it's just like immediately erased like out of my mind. Like I don't remember it no more. I think there was one I remembered, but I had to like fight really hard to keep it in before it was able to like go away. Yeah. But yeah, I did not remember that much of what I dreamt about. Um, what else can I say? Um, hold up. Don't cancel that. What else I can say? Yeah, the dream was pretty shitty. And, oh, another dream I had the other day was that, I dreamt my cat was missing and I thought he was dead, and I got really scared even when I woke up. I feel like that, okay, that's another dream I remembered recently. And I woke up and I was like, oh, what the fuck? Is my cat dead or something, bro? And then, I didn't check until, but then, when I woke up to get ready for school, I saw my cat. I was like, oh, thank God. Yeah, man. I don't like bad dreams. They really mess with me and make me feel uncomfortable. I've been taking a break from Melee, and I don't know, man. When I take breaks from Melee, it's really hard to like keep it going because like if I just watch one Melee clip, I'm like, okay, I want to play this game again. But also, I remember I need some time for myself when playing this game, right? I can't spend a lot of time just playing this game, you know. I gotta do other things, like maybe like watching One Piece or something, finishing One Piece, getting caught up with One Piece. Ugh, everything about One Piece, dude. I'm such a One Piece fan. Or like watch Sakamoto Days while I was good like yesterday. It was pretty good. I think I was on episode 16. It was getting really good. Yeah, man, I need to learn how to discipline myself more. But right now, I'm genuinely like just trying to like look for friendlies to play. Because I feel like that's the only thing that I'm really, really interested about. Like, I do not feel like going online or going on rank, man. The other day, when I went on rank, dude, I literally had an emotional breakdown. It was It was last week Friday. I came back from school, did my homework, I think, and then I played ranked, and I lost to two link players, lost to a Falco, I think. But I was just playing really terrible. Well, not really, but I feel like my hands were cold, and I should have put on something, but I just didn't want to, or just should have stopped playing. But you know how I am, you know. And just trying to keep my mindset together. Because I played ranked, because I have this thing, right, where I play ranked for, like, tournament experience, right? Because sometimes ranked matches can feel like a tournament, like playing in a tournament. And I tried to keep that mindset together, but then I guess on Friday I wasn't feeling too well, and I actually had two emotional breakdowns. Um, just crying when I lost, right? Because I was just trying to keep my mindset together. I don't care about losing, right? It's just that no. It just feels like I don't care about losing. It's just like hard. It just hurt me to like when I'm playing bad or like what was going on. It's just like I was feeling like a lot of emotions, right? And I just wanted to break down. And I did. And there's nothing wrong with breaking down, right? You gotta be yourself when you gotta be real with yourself. You gotta be honest with yourself. And yeah, man, I just felt like shit, and I stopped playing, and I decided, you know, bro, I'm just gonna take a break. But you wanna know something? I'm back to playing this again. But for like friendly sake, I think. Yeah, friendly sake. And possibly tournament, maybe. I don't know. There's a tournament today. I'm gonna see how that goes. I'm gonna see how that goes for me. Let's see if I want to go. I think it's called Redbox or something, or Bills. No, I don't know. It's like a online. Oh, let me pull up Discord for a minute. Oh man, I love Rotwave. He's so good. Yeah, Rotwave's my favorite rapper. I'm just yapping and just talking, just having discussion because I got inspiration to do this because I just want because just to do it, but also because I see Ginger do this sometimes where he just like turn on his camera and just like talk, right? Just talk, be himself, and just say whatever's on his mind, right? And not worry about like saying the wrong thing, right? Like I feel like a lot of people in this generation worry about saying the wrong thing or offending someone, right? But I feel like you shouldn't be scared. You shouldn't you shouldn't be scared to say what you gotta say. You live in America, dude. You have free speech. You can say whatever you want. You can do whatever you want. It's the internet, right? But I understand that some Smash TOs would ban people just because they say something online, right? It can be a bad thing. It can be a really bad thing. It can be something that's light, right? And I feel like there's some people in the community who are getting like really punished for like their political beliefs they say on Twitter, their religious beliefs, their this and that, right? And the TLs always try to say like, oh, you should keep to yourself. But bro, this is Discord. But bro, this is Twitter. I can say whatever I want on Twitter. If I want to state my opinion on Twitter, I can. Why do you have to muzzle? Why do I feel like? Why do I have to muzzle myself just for saying what I believe in, or just for saying my truth, just for saying my opinion, dude? And why do my opinion have to be deemed as like hateful, or this and all that, right? I feel like there's a lot of people who say that, and there's a lot of people who like accuse people, just say words like Nazi and this and that, like transphobic, this and that, right? Just throw those words away, right? And when people like hear them, right, they just like they don't know. Like when people when people see others being called that, right? And I guess by a specific person they know, or this and that, like, or with little as much evidence, or just by trusting the person that's calling them that, right? It's bad, right? Because we need to be better of like having like actual conversations with people, right? Instead of just like canceling them. I feel like cancel culture is getting really worse, and a lot of people are being radicalized and not actually trying to have discussions with others based on their beliefs, their political beliefs, religious beliefs, opinions, and this and all that. And I feel like if we just talked out more, then because I feel like the internet, or we would be at a much better place. Because for me, I don't like, I hate, for me personally, I don't like when someone's shit talking me like behind my back, or this and all that, saying something behind my back. If you have a problem with me, just talk to me, right? Don't be a coward. But a lot of people choose to be cowards, right? Because they know that if they talk to someone, they know that because they would not rather talk to anyone, right? They just want to stay angry. They don't want to understand the person. They just want to be angry at this person and cancel them and wish all upon this bad stuff upon them. And I would do that to nobody. If I ever got canceled for something online and TOs like considered mad at me, I would rather talk to them. I would rather talk to them, get their understanding, just talk to them, so that they can understand the context. Because there's a lot of people who like take clips of someone said without bringing the context, right? But you can't judge someone based on based on this random clip. You have to judge someone based on the context, the clip, based on the context, and the clip itself. It has to be two, right? Or otherwise people can be canceled and can be ridiculed online wrongfully, right? Because based on a misunderstanding, or this and all that, or just blatantly lying, right? And some people who do that on accident, but there's also some people who like willfully and intentionally try to hurt people just and try to lie about them just because they don't like them, and I think that's evil. Like, I've seen it with the Charlie Kirk stuff. I've seen it with other people who've been canceled or online and this and all that. It's like these people, like, there's just people, like, for example, my teacher yesterday was talking about Charlie Kirk shit and saying that he was, like, basically a racist and that he was a transphobe, this and all that, and all that. And the word he was using, he said basically, right? First of all, I'm a Christian, right? And Christianity and based on church history, and Christianity teaches homosexuality is a sin, and homosexuality and transgenderism is a sin, right? It goes against the nature of God, right? And but that doesn't mean that we should hate these people. We should, just like how Jesus was with sinners, right? We should wait, hold up. That doesn't mean that we should like hate these people or this and all that. we should love these people. Jesus said to love our Jesus said to love our neighbors, and that's all that, right? Love our neighbor as ourselves, right? And to pray for people, for them to come to the Lord, right? And there's nothing wrong in saying that, right? And also, like, I don't know what he specifically said about trans people, but I know he did say, or I know he might have said like transgenderism is a sin, which I affirm because I'm a Christian. I also think that transgenderism and homosexuality is a sin. Not according to the Bible and the nature of God, and this is not, and the nature of God. And I don't hate these people, but I'm actually would be friends with these people. I'll be friends with you. I'll call you by your pronouns and this and all that, right? But I don't respect your lifestyle, right? Because it goes against my beliefs. And you don't have to respect me because it goes against your beliefs. So we can agree to disagree. And we can be friends no matter what. No matter our differences, right? But anyways, I was getting ahead of myself. Is that the teacher said that he was racist, or he said, I think he quoted something. That he said that he quoted him. He said that Charlie Kirk said that black people and Hispanics make up most of the crimes, right? Now I'm gonna be real with you. That's true. That is true. Like, he's not so, like, when he says stuff like that. When he says stuff like that. By the way, I want to make this clear. I'm not MAGA. I'm like central. I used to support Trump on some things, right? But then as the Epstein files and this and all that released, I'm like, okay, I'm just central, dude. I don't support this nigga no more. So, anyways, when Charlie Kirk said that what did he say about, he was being like, he wasn't saying that in a way, in a hateful way, to like in a racist way, right? He was just saying it like it's a fact, right? Because it is a fact. Because if you do some research, it shows that black people, and other minorities, you know, would likely do crimes, right? I'm talking about, when it comes to like the race of the person, like that's what I'm like. It's true, right? It's not like it shouldn't be a controversial statement if it's like if you actually do research and it shows that it's true, right? Because there's not a whole lot of white people. There's not a whole lot of like Asian people or this and all that commit crimes, right? Like you see in the hood, like I live in the hood, right? I'm black. I live in the hood, and there's a whole lot, like there's like everybody, like there's a lot of shooting, like when you see in the news, right, about some shootings, gang violence, and all that, those people are black, right, or Hispanic, or this and all that, right? Like it's just blatantly true, right? And I didn't really like the stuff that he was saying about him. Like I do respect his, like I do respect that he says that he just doesn't like genuinely like feel bad for him. I mean, that's his opinion. I have to, that's his opinion. That's his opinion. I mean, I respect that, but at the same time, I just didn't really like some of the stuff that he's saying about him. And I'm a coward sometimes. Like I'm really like I really get like really shy and a little bit coward. Like I should just like say what I have to say, but I'm not really good at like speaking like up like that because I like that because I'm hold on, let me blow my nose because I mix up my words and I start to like sound like nonsense. So if I actually did say something, I'll probably have to write it down and read off what I wrote. But yeah, man, that's a shame. But that's definitely a shame what happened to him. What happened to Charlie Kirk? Oh man, yeah, man. The internet has no shame. Like it was sad what happened about his wife and children died, and not the wife and children. Oh wait, what the frick am I talking about? Okay, that he died, and that how his wife and children were there, and they saw their dad get killed, which was sad, right? He got shot in the neck. I really got when I first saw it, it looked like he got shot in the neck, but then I was looking at another news station that said they said I was hoping because they said that he got shot in the chest, right? He thought, right? I was like, oh, thank God. Okay, maybe there's like, but when maybe like there's hope, right? But there was when there was more in favor of him getting shot in the neck, that's when I started getting a little more scared. And yeah, yeah, man, that was really sad what happened about him and how the internet treated him. First of all, I would never wish no one death upon someone or celebrate someone's death just because they have different political, religious and personal beliefs, right? I would never do that. Never. Never do that. And there's a lot of people who goes in the ideology of whataboutism and all this stupid shit. But it's like, bro, can you just shut the fuck up and just respect the dead, man? Like what I mean by that is like respect that a human being has died and there's no time for you to do stuff like that. A lot of us needs to learn how to be more, I don't know if this is the right word, but empathetic. No, be more respectful when it comes to people dying. When it comes to certain people dying, and to certain people who died that we disagree with, right? We shouldn't hate them because of their views, because of their truth, their religion, and this and all that, right? You can always, even though you can disagree with them, right? You should never wish death upon them. I would never wish death upon anyone in the Smash community, anyone part of the LGBTQ community, because they have different beliefs upon them, right? They have this because they have different beliefs, right? And I would never celebrate their death. Never. That sounds evil and wicked. That goes against my beliefs too. The Bible says not to repay evil with evil. And if I did that, I would just be a hypocrite. Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm getting a little scared because, like, I don't think I'm big enough for the TOs to, like, look at me and, like, trying to ban. I don't know why I'm thinking of that. Like, trying to ban me, like, just for saying. You know what? This is my own recording. This is my own channel. I can say whatever I want. And no one should be able to ban me for that. And that's just a fact. That's a fact, dude. That's a fact. I don't care, dude. It's my own channel. I don't care about being canceled or this and that. They can disagree with me, whatever they want, right? Like, I might upload this on YouTube, right? Because I just want people because I don't want people just to hate me, right? I don't want to see hate comments or this and all that, right? If I start to see more hate comments, like, as I'm, like, saying stuff, right? Then I'll just probably, like, stop uploading these and just, like, maybe post them privately. I don't know. I'll probably still upload them because I actually want people to hear what I have to say, regardless if they disagree with me or agree with me or not, right? But yeah, man. I think I was thinking of something else. What else I was thinking of? Not talking about Cody Schwab. I want to talk about that guy. Riptide? No. What can we talk about? Is there anything else we talk about? We should just leave it off as that. I want to find like something. else I can talk about? Like, tournaments, maybe? My goals. Oh, yeah, I can talk about my goals. So, my goals for Melee, specifically, is to, I really want to become a better player. I want to be a PR in my state of Michigan. I'll be a PR in my state of Michigan. I also want to, let's be PR in my state. Hold on, let me put the controller down and actually think. I want to be PR in my state. I want to be PR in the dumpster, you know, the Discord server, online Melee Discord server. Oh shoot, my nose. Discord server for like beginners, right? But there's also some good people in there that are PR, and I want to become PR. I want to become like high PR there. I feel like it would be good just for me to be PR and then reach higher PR. But I kind of want to reach high PR though. That's the thing. But if I become high PR, that means I have to work a lot more harder, right? But I don't want to create stress on myself just by worrying about working harder, right? I'm already working hard as it is. So I feel like I should just huh. I feel like I should just worry about just being PR. I don't think that's nothing bad. But if I be PR, right, does that mean anything? I mean, there's people recognition, right? But being recognized, even though it might be good, right, I still like that's something I should not strive for. I should strive just for being good, right? Maybe in the next season or something like that. I don't know, man. Maybe I should just try worrying about like just getting PR by doing that. Well, I have to work hard anyway, so there's not really much of a difference as I'm thinking about it. So yeah, I definitely want to become higher PR, and based on how I'm working, try to get like fourth, fifth, third place, right? I think I'll get there or somewhere there, right? Depends on someone to beat. I actually beat some PR players. I beat Ching. Beat Ching. I beat Cubert. I beat like I'm talking about friendlies, right? But also tournament. I beat Cubert in like friendlies. Oh, these people are like PR players in Dumpster. I beat Cubert in friendlies. I beat Ching. Took a game off him and like what was it? Friendlies, right? But no, off the tournament, and I think I took a couple games off him, like friendlies. By the way, Ching is one of the best, probably the best puff I played against ever. He's been playing for like 6 months, and he's like really good, very fucking good as a puff. Like I don't know what's up with these 6 months. Like I have a friend that's been playing Legion for 6 months. He's pretty good, and this guy Ching is like, what the fuck? Like he's really good. Oh my god, bro. Yeah, but he's good also. I beat him. I beat M Prime. Actually, I beat M Prime, and I took his ass to the dumpster, right? And there's like different brackets. There's like high bracket and there's like lower bracket. I took him to lower bracket, bro, in like pools, bro. I won pools against him, and he was like, RJ, I got destroyed by RJ. Um, yeah, I took him to the dumpster, which set me to trash can bracket, higher bracket. And who else I beat? Haven't played Gon before. I want to play Gon. He's a really good peach based on how I was looking at him versus players. I think I three stopped Sonic's Ganon, but you know it's like Ganon, but I feel like against Ganon it's pretty easy. You just gotta whiff put. You just gotta find an opening and just juggle him. Like Ganon's options are really limited. Like especially in the neutral, he has to be more like he has to think a little bit more to set up his like kills and to set up his stuff. I feel like he wants to send his opponent off stage, right? That way he can edge guard them, right? And for Falcon, all Falcon has to do is just whiff punish Ganon's neutral approach. Ganon's approach in neutral, and then just juggle him, man. But yeah, man, I definitely lost to his Kirby. Actually, his in melee at night, and I was really salty afterward. But as I'm thinking about more, I'm practicing against Kirby, well, in Trank mode, the actual games. I think I can take his Kirby, but like Kirby's like crouch is like the smallest crouch, like he's shortest crouch ever, right? Even shorter than Puff's crouch, and it's really hard to grab him. Really, really hard to grab him. It's really hard because he crouches so fast, like Puff, like how she crouches, and yeah, man, it's gonna be really hard to do. Um, I don't think it's that hard. I feel like maybe if I can, I just play him in friendlies more against this Kirby, and I can figure out what to do against him, right? I don't think I have to worry about his Ganon. I think I can beat his Ganon. Haven't played Sethers or Dr. Depper. I want to see how they are. Yeah, man. Yeah, man, there's some good people in there. Even people who aren't PR like Jay's Donkey Kong. Wait, he's not in the dumpster. Oh wait, that's I'm looking at another server. My bad. Oh yeah, man. So yeah, man, I definitely want to be PR in that server too. Melee goals. I think I wrote them down. Well, my goals in Melee is just to try stuff. It's just to do more VOD review, try stuff out, see if it works, do more friendlies for like, play friendlies just for like player and matchup experience. I already talked about playing ranked for tournament experience. I haven't talked about like playing unranked for like endurance. Like, I hate unranked. I hate it with like I hate it with like a fucking passion. And when I play unranked, it's just like it's so, bro. I just get so salty. Sometimes when I get hit with like a certain way or like I feel like I need to worry about like respecting my opponent. Like I feel like that's why I struggle a lot to do or I don't do. I need to respect my opponent. Like I don't think that they're like sometimes I think that and then I lie to myself like, oh no, you don't think that. But yeah, I should learn how to respect my opponent more, which is going to be tough. But I can probably do it through like friendlies and stuff. I already respect respect the people I play in like friendlies. I should respect them more by just like focusing on them. Actually, I should do that. I always remind myself that in friendlies. And that, right, when I get upset or when I feel a certain way, just remind myself like, hey, bro, hey, bro, he's your opponent. Respect him. Respect how he plays, no matter how good he is or how good he is or isn't. Respect him. Kind of like that, right? That's gonna be tough though. So yeah, definitely play ranked for like endurance to endure, like just to not focus, and just trying to like better my mentality of like not focusing on not like better my mentality of focusing on the game than on my anger, or like try like have me focusing block out my anger for me just to focus more and this and all that. So I think that is also that. I feel like that's pretty much it for my melee goals. Yeah, these are really hard since I dual main, and I feel like Falcon should be worried about the most. Peach, I feel like there will come a time where I have to like worry about my other main and this and all that. Like I'm thinking about, I don't know. Right now, I just come in my mind thinking about drawing a Peach just to focus more on my Falcon, which I don't mind. I feel like I should. I feel like it's good just to lessen my weight. That way I can focus more on my goals. Maybe I will. I don't know, bro. Maybe I will. Maybe I will. I feel like it's better just to work on, just to focus on one character than the one. So I might have to, for my sake. Just for, like, you have to make sacrifices just for yourself, right? Like, there's, like, you can't have a lot of goals, right? If you have a lot of goals, right, it can overwhelm you, right? You have to make these certain sacrifices just to focus on what is important. So I might have to make the sacrifice of, like, dropping Fifi, that's what I call her, Fifi, in order to, like, I'll still play her in like P plus and other games, maybe some friendlies, right? But she shouldn't be my main, like. I might have this. I don't know, bro. It's hard to make that decision, but I feel like it's something I have to make. Sometimes our emotions can block out what needs to be done, and we just need to deny our emotions, or what Jesus said, deny yourself. Right? He meant it in like a different way. But I feel like it can also mean to like deny your like deny your what you deny your like your feelings for like the greater good, right? Of getting better more quicker, right? Because I feel like there's some stuff I try to do that's like, if I focus on Peach, like, if I like I have fun playing Peach, right? I've been playing Peach for like about a month, and it's kind of like I remember I had this feeling, right, when I dropped Peach, like this is my first drop. When I dropped Peach, when I dropped Peach before because I felt like, oh, she was kind of hard. She was too hard, and I just like, it's too stressful, right? And after that, I just felt like all this peace. I felt like really good afterwards after that, right? And then I guess I was like, I'm gonna stop being a bitch, bro. I'm gonna just like play Peach. And I guess that stressed me out, man. That's not getting, yeah, man. So for my sake. Also, there's a lot of stuff. You have to play really defensive for Peach, right? And I want to play aggressive, right? And playing aggressive is already hard enough, right? And you have to get used to her tech, this and all that. And it's like it's really hard to do, man. It's really hard to do these things. Very hard, actually. And especially if you're trying to get good really quickly. I'm trying to get good in like 3 years to become like, either become like top 100 or this and all that, right? Or to be close to that based on how I play. And in order to do that, I have to make sacrifices. I have to do certain stuff that I have to do. I have to stop making bad habits. I have to make sacrifices for the greater good of me getting better, right? And I might not like it at a certain time, right? But I know that these will get me better, right? It doesn't matter if I like it or not, right? If I'm disciplining myself and I know that this will get me good, right? No matter how I like it, I will soon grow to like it. I will soon grow to like what I'm doing, right? This and that. I will soon grow to playing this certain way. I will soon grow to these things, so that and it probably is not as bad as I think about it, right? So I guess I'll say this. For officially, I am dropping Peach, and I'm going to discipline myself, and I will not play Peach in tournament. I will, or this and all that. I will drop Peach. You know, I will play her like if I like for funsies and like friendlies, right? Or like I'll still probably main her like P plus, right? Because if I do play P plus, I'll probably be focusing more on Peach maybe. Because I feel like there's some stuff I can get away a lot with Peach and like P plus. So I won't have to worry about that. And P plus I shouldn't be worried about that. I feel like there's some goals, there's some stuff I feel like I make too many goals and that just kind of like overwhelms, and I overwhelm myself because of that. I should like, instead of making those goals, I should just make less. I should just have less goals, right? Just for more. If I have less goals, I will get more stuff done. If I have more goals, I will get less stuff done. So yeah, I officially dropped Peach. I'm sorry. Yeah, man, and I'm not worried about playing B plus right now. Playing for fun, right? But I won't worry about that. It's not my main objective, and I shouldn't worry about this stuff. Yeah, man, I just have a lot. I just put a lot of stuff on my plate, which I shouldn't, right? Because at the moment, I just think that these things are cool. Like, I thought it was nice, and I thought Peach was cool when I picked up. I thought that was unique, right? But if I ever do pick up someone, it'll probably be Falco. Falco is not that hard, and Falco doesn't really require that much skill. But I would not pick up Falco, so I feel like it's just better than the solo main Falcon than to, like, do anything else. Yeah, man. Sorry, PP. Not to go. I was also playing ICs and like, yeah, I got stopped, bro. I got stopped. I just always think playing these unique characters. I just feel like it's unique of me to play these unique characters, right? But I need to realize that these unique characters, I think are unique, are hard in their own way, bro. They're hard. Like, it's hard to play ICs, right? It's hard being an ICs main. It's hard being a Peach main, dude. And it's damn sure hard being a Falcon main, right? And if I'm just playing all these hard characters, right, I'm just creating, like, stress for my own self, right? And that's something I need to not do. I need to stop pulling, what's the saying goes? Pulling off more than you can chew. Biting off more than I can chew. That's it. I need to stop biting off more than I can chew. I feel like maybe that's the problem. Maybe that's the problem why I got all this stress and worry, or this and all that within Melee. Maybe I'm just biting off more than I can chew. And also it might be because maybe I'm just playing Melee too much, right? And I just need to either shorten it down to like playing a certain other thing than Melee, or just like shorten my time with Melee, maybe. Which is pretty hard to do, so I have to do it. Yeah, man. These characters are unique, but they're hard. I just focus on one. For my sake. I wonder if I have any other. I feel much better, bro. I wonder if there's any other thing I can think or like talk about. I'm not really sure. Falcon. Yeah. I'm talking about this morning, Charlie Kirk, cancel culture. I also talked about like me being me biting off more than I can chew. I don't know if this is it. Oh yeah, school. Well, if I talk about school, I've been going to school for like 2 weeks and I've been loving it. I already said that before, but oh my gosh, I've been loving it. I made like 5 friends and this and all that. And before I was online, I've been going to online school for like 6 years, a very long time. Since the pandemic started, I've been going to school, and it affected me a lot. It affected my mentality, me being more shy, this and all that, scared, right? That's why sometimes I'm scared to speak out. Like even right now when I was talking about whole Charlie Kirk stuff, right? Because it was affecting the internet. I was just like, yeah, man. And I had more shy. I was like, I had anxiety and this and all that. Me being scared of being myself and saying what I can and cannot say. But as I was, when I got to more school, right? When I got to school, and also when I had spent some more time with myself, I realized that's okay for me to be who I am. It's okay for me to say whatever I have to say. No one should judge you for saying what you have to say. And you shouldn't feel scared to. And think proudly and be proudly of that. There's nothing wrong with that. But don't let no one shame you for that. Because they probably are scared as much as you. And would try to and would try to be in a and would try to mob up, would try to like join a mob against you, right? Just to protect themselves. People are selfish. Humans are selfish, right? And people will do and at the end of the day, it's all man for himself. That's just how the world works. Every man for himself. I know there's also a different meaning for that saying, right? But you get what I'm saying. I think so. More like it's like survivability thing, right? You have to do a certain thing in order to survive. And I get socially, physically in real life, this and all that, right? All of us are survivors in some way, right? And there's some survivability. Some people do. Oh wait, yeah. I stopped talking because I want to focus on that combo I did. Yeah, I'm a cop. Yeah, I'm a cook farmer. Anyways, yeah, man. Don't be afraid of saying what you have to say on the internet. Shouldn't be. I think I I want to keep on talking. I can talk about mentality when it comes to melee. Let me drink taste some of my coffee. When it comes to having mentality melee, mentality is a big thing. Very big thing. You want to make sure you have a really good. You want to make sure you have a decent mentality when playing, right? And you need to discipline yourself and to have a good mentality, right? And I want to sidetrack this, sidetrack a little bit, even though I just started on this. Talk about discipline. Discipline is one of the most important things you have to learn. You won't. I know that motivation is a good thing, right? But also you need discipline, right? But motivation it doesn't last long, right? And it's only happen at certain moments in your life, right? It's not. It's more like a lucky thing. It's more like if you get motivation, right, you're more lucky to get that motivation, right? Some people don't have motivation, right, and just think that their life is over and all that, right? It doesn't. It's not motivation, right? It's not motivation. It's discipline. Discipline is one of the most important things you have to learn when playing this game, and also when it comes to life, right? Discipline is very important. You have to force yourself or make yourself do. You have to force yourself and make yourself do stuff you don't want to do, and that's completely fine, right? But you also should and also exceed your limits, right? But don't exceed your limits too, stuff, right? You can exceed your limits, right? But don't over exceed your limits, right? Right? Don't mentally drain. Don't drain yourself, right? It's okay to take a break. It's okay to do all this, right? That's why I struggle a lot to do, but I need to discipline myself more to do that, right? So it's okay to it's okay to take breaks when it comes to discipline yourself. But after that break, you get back to doing. You get back into the offense. It may feel like hell. It may feel like hell, right? But that's how everything is, right? Everything feels like hell. You don't feel. Hey, sometimes I don't feel like doing my work, but I have to do my work, and I have to do it early. That way, I don't procrastinate and do it later, and I build up more stress for myself. Right? It's more safer to do it now than do it later. Because doing it later is not good. Yeah. There you go. Okay. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. That's all I want to say about discipline. This game is not about your feelings and this and that. Your feelings does not matter when it comes to melee. Your feelings does not matter. It's about It's about getting better. It's getting better. It's what matters, right? And that doesn't require feelings. That requires discipline. Motivation is rare for that, and it doesn't require motivation either. It can happen, but it's rare for that, right? It requires mostly discipline. You actually discipline. I don't know how to discipline yourself. No, you actually do discipline yourself when you play another game. When you tired of playing another game and you're all upset, but you're like, just need to get one more. Just need to get one more. In some way, I don't know. I don't know if I'm making sense or not. But some way, you discipline yourself by doing that, bro. You gotta learn discipline. You gotta learn to do the right stuff. You gotta learn all these things, right? That's very important too. Anyways, I want to talk about mentality. Yeah, mentality is a big thing. To go back to mentality. Yeah, mentality is a very big thing when it comes to melee, right? You need to have a decent mentality, right? And how to have a decent mentality is to work on yourself within the game and outside the game, right? Because within the game too. Actually, some of the stuff I was doing within the game, within melee, just for the sake of melee, was actually helping me in real life. Helped me learn discipline more and this and all that, right? And to do that and to work on mentality is just like trying to focus more on the game than actually getting angry, right? And what I mean by that is just by looking at the screen and looking at what's going on, right? And then trusting your self-conscious, your subconscious, right? That's the thing. You need to trust your body. Another thing you need to really important to do is that you need to learn how to trust your body. Trusting your body is one of the most important things you need to do. Because when you trust your body, everything starts to flow. It starts to stuff starts to flow more easier or more lighter, right? You gotta learn how to trust your body. You can't just be like, you ever read the book Endgame Tennis, right? About there's two cells. There's your mind, and there's your body. Your mind tells your body what to do, right? But if the mind part keeps on telling the body part of this and all that, right, and the body starts to like, you can't let your conscience. You can't let your conscience take hold of the controller. You gotta let your body. You gotta trust your body, as your conscience has to trust your body and let it do the thing that you instructed him to do, that you trust him to do, right? Just trust it. And that's another thing. One of the most key things is trust. Is focus. I don't know if I can use focus, trust, and endurance, right? Or focus, endurance, trust. FET, FET, right? And I already gave an example of how to do that, and not like that. And even when you're mad or you feel like you're getting distracted by your gameplay, right? Just don't block that out and just like focus more on what's going on. Look at this and trust your subconscious, right? Sometimes it's good just to let your just to turn off your brain and just look and just do stuff, right? And then trust your subconscious, right? And don't think about it. Don't think about it. Don't think about it too deeply. And sometimes that works also. Yeah, man. I think that's most of the stuff I like to say. Definitely get the Endgame Tennis read, and just also read other books and just like think more, but also try to be more at the Zen state, right? And at the flow state, right? Which is really hard to do, right? Sometimes when I'm at flow state, it's like you have to like. Flow state isn't like something that comes off every once in a while, right? It can be, right? But sometimes you have to discipline yourself enough to be like that all the time, right? That's why a lot of people who play Melee are at like most of that at flow state. That's why you're making really good decisions based on what's going on, right? In the tournament, in friendlies, and all that. It's flow state. Having a decent mentality. And also, don't condemn yourself for doing a wrong option. Don't condemn yourself for doing a wrong option or doing anything. Actually, forgive yourself. If you do something bad, or if you make a wrong decision, or something that got you killed, right? Forgive yourself and don't think about it. Don't worry about it. Because if you condemn yourself, right, that's just going to affect your gameplay, and you're not trusting. And you're kind of like not only affecting your mind, not only are you affecting. It's sort of like your mind condemning your mind, right? And it's going to affect the body too, right? Because not only the mind is going to condemn itself, it's going to condemn the body also, right? By itself might mean you, right? Not only your mind is going to condemn you, or your conscience is going to condemn you, but it's also going to condemn your body and itself too, sometimes, right? And you shouldn't worry about that. You shouldn't think about that. That's why you should let your treat. You should train your subconscious and train your mind and train yourself to forgive yourself, to forgive what's going on, to not worry about it and just focus on the game. Because when that happens, right, and I get in that, it can help, right? But you might still make, you might, hey, you might even after that, you might still make a couple more mistakes, right? But don't focus on that, right? Because in due time, right, you'll be able to make the good options, or you'll be able to make decent options. It doesn't matter. Even if you lose, even if you play the entire set badly, right? At least a good thing is that at least you were able to learn how to keep your mind straight, or try to keep your mind straight. That's good enough. Oh man, I think that's a lot I talked about. Yeah, man, I think that's a lot. I'm gonna stop. Yeah, man, it was a really good talk. Just being real and honest. Yeah, appreciate that.